Bell rolls is the reporter thrown into the secretive world of the Forex Super Model, where nothing is as it seems. Beware the techno monk, and steer clear of Professor Code and his two assistants. Give the senior trader a wide berth, and don't expect any sense from the risk manager.
Good morning, I'm Professor Code. This is the Forex Super Model daily briefing for Thursday the 23rd of the 9th 2021. Time has just gone 4:30. Asian session coming to a close, European session firing up, our lunchtime North American session. Right, yesterday, Wednesday the 22nd, Fed day, we had a positive unopposed driver in the dollar at plus 136, no backdoor flows, the opposing negative flows mainly coming out the yen at minus 106, out the euro at minus 26, and the pound was the negative rock at minus 4, activity plus or minus 136. Over the week then, intra-week, this is becoming more relevant. This is from Monday the 20th open to about 15 minutes ago. We've got a negative opposed driver in the pound at minus 306. Front and backdoor flows mainly going into the yen at plus 280, into the dollar at plus 148, and the euro was the negative rock at minus 122. Activity plus or minus 428. Right, so yesterday we had this big dollar push up and a yen drop off the back of an equity push up as well. So you got an equity transmission driving the yen down and the yen's been pumped over the week, so it was a relatively easy move for that. And you got this dollar strength driving the market, creating negative flows out of the yen, and the euro and the pound were pretty static despite those situations. And then over the week, as I say, we've got the remnants of yen strength, which was the equity sell-off earlier, and you've got pound weakness, and today we've got Bank of England rate decision. So anyway, that's where we are there. Intraday then, you've got this is the Asian session to about 15 minutes ago. We've got a negative opposed driver in the yen minus 57, front and back door flows mainly going into the euro at plus 38, into the pound at plus 24, and the dollar is now softening a bit. It's the negative rock at minus 5, activity plus or minus 62. Right, so we'll stop that there and write up the flows. Right, we're back, we've written up the flows then. So the euro is strong across the board, the yen is weak except against the AUD, the NZD and the CHF. The pound is strong except against the euro. The Swiss is weak except against the AUD and the NZD. The CAD is strong except against the euro and the pound. The AUD is weak except against the NZD. The NZD is weak across the board, and the dollar is strong except against the CAD, the euro and the pound. Right, so what have we got? We've got euro strength across the board, and we've got NZD weakness across the board, and AUD is weak as well, apart from the NZD. So that's where we are there, and take your pick in the middle. What's going to knock it about? Well, or has knocked it about? Well, we've got the Swiss rates decision, which will link in with the EUR, and the Bank of England rates decision, and CAD retail sales. And tomorrow it's a light day today, so that's where we are there. We'll stop it there, and we'll just write up the asset classes and then do some analysis. Right, we're back. We've written up the asset classes. So US dollar index after the Fed, basically dollar index pumped right up, dollar strong. It's just sub highs now. Gold in theory won't like that. It's 0.40 from the floor, 40% above the floor, our model floor. Oil is 0.31 from the high. It's about a third off the peak. Wall Street, S&P, Tech. They've all basically had that sell-off earlier in the week. They've recovered to a certain extent. Wall Street's half marks, S&P slightly above 0.55 from the floor, and the tech is doing best of all, 0.31 from the high. US 10-year and the bund then, this is the price of those assets. Basically, you've had this drop in price, which is rising yields. And the US 10-year is about 0.36 from the floor, and the bund is 0.42 from the floor. So arguably US yields marginally stronger than euro yields at the moment, but they're catching up. Not much in it. Copper Copper's been chopping around, broke down, and now it's 0.40% off the floor. US steel very soft, an eighth off the floor, 0.125 from the floor. Right, so let's get rid of that and do the analysis then. So for today, let's just we didn't trade yesterday. We gave it a miss because of the Fed and all the rest of it, and I don't think we missed much, quite frankly. Right, so what have we got? We've got Euro strength in the Asian session, and we've got NZD weakness and pretty much AUD weakness as well, and we've got pound strength, secondary pound strength there. So what we've got the dollar, the euro, the yen, and the pound. The euro's got the Swiss rates decision, which might have a bearing on that. The dollar's just had the FOMC, and we've got the pound's got a rates decision coming up today, and what have we got here? And the yen basically is sort of got an equity. Rising equity transmission, so equity's up and yen down at the moment. So that's sort of the basic scenario. If you look at the flows, you've got a strong euro across the board, and bear in mind we had the dollar positively driving to exclusion of all else yesterday. So we've got a reversal in the flows to a certain extent. And if you look at the Asian flows, you've got the yen negatively driving, so we've still got this equity strength. You've got the euro is a positive secondary driver, and the pound is relatively strong as well, off the back of just come back a bit, probably positioning ahead of the rates decision. Right, so obviously these events are going to knock things around, particularly the pound rates decision. Less so the Swiss with the euro, but it looks like we've got this sort of aftermath of the Fed. The dollar index has just started to come off a little bit from the peak. Gold hasn't tanked, suggesting that we don't feel we've got a sustained rise in the dollar, and so you've got this equity recovery. So you're likely to see, where are we? Dollar, euro, yen. Yeah, we don't know about the pound at the moment, but we're likely to see sort of a hockey stick on the dollar. So the dollar's likely to peak off. We're likely to see the equivalent in the euro going the other way. Yen, we're likely to see equity still come up because the market generally wants to push this equity market higher. So you like to see falls in yen. So you got negatives there, and you've got a positive there, and you're likely to see a positive in the pound after the rates decision. So it's going to be choppy. We'll see how things pan out, but basically the dollar's likely to be soft, the yen's likely to be soft. The euro's going to be positive, and the pound ultimately should be positive after the rates decision. So that's where we are. Commodity currencies are weak at the moment, AUD and the NZD. If we get a sustained pump up in equities, they're likely to turn around as well. So they're going to do the hockey stick as well. So that's where we think we are. I hope that was useful. See you tomorrow for the daily briefing. Thank you for watching.